Tonight on SmackDown Live AfterBuzz After Show. It's the go-home show before Backlash. Corbin versus Orton. Jinder still standing tall. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
FABULOUS.
You know it's fabulous because we are live here on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. You're liking, subscribing, telling your friends and enemies about the wonderful world of AfterBuzz TV. What's up, everybody? I'm Christian Rosenberg. Twitter at @Rosenberg, Instagram @Rosenberg. Buy my t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. My usual crew over on the other side there at Tom the Com, Mr. Tom Connolly.
Woo!
So much energy.
It's music. It's getting me going.
And in a King of Backyard style t-shirt over there, at Scott Narver, it's Scott Narver.
See, I appreciate this song and I appreciate Carmella so much because she knows how to spell.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. She taught us.
She broke away from those morons that don't know how to spell.
Like Fabulous does not spell it correctly.
Right.
There you go.
Not that moron.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember him. He used to be popular. And our special guest this week, I am super excited to have him here. He's been a longtime friend of mine. We've been talking forever about trying to get you on a show. It's finally happened. He co-hosts the Shake Them Ropes podcast. He hosts the SmackDown podcast for Fightful Online. At Crap Game 13, Mr. Jeff Hawkins.
I'm the James Ellsworth of this whole committee right now.
There
I
you-
feel like.
Duh.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Good to see you here. And of course, our buddy at Jim Onabooth. Jim Onabooth is here.
Hi.
Hi. All right.
Wait, obviously that means Christian's Carmella. Which one of us is Tamina? I'm really worried about that.
Well,
you're taller, I guess.
I don't know, but he's taller.
Never
but
have a purpose.
but Tom, I feel like you might talk less, so
yeah,
you might
probably,
be Tamina then.
maybe.
Strong silent type.
God.
And
Sorry about all your injuries.
It's okay.
Sorry your dad
I just wish I
killed
could do a
someone.
splash off the top of the rope.
oh god. And we're off to a firing start. So go home show before Backlash this Sunday, and I feel like this show was pretty packed. They got pretty much every story that we need to take one final turn headed into this Sunday's pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's a loaded card, and then some stuff was revealed after the fact, but it seemed as though we were going to get these matches. But I'm way more excited for this show than I was Payback.
I forgot Payback existed at this point.
Oh,
What's that?
it happened 6 hours ago.
Did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's another euphemism for revenge that they name a WWE pay-per-view after.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Like Great Balls of Fire.
Yep.
They'd never do a name that crazy.
Such revenge. That's the ultimate revenge.
I can't wait to see someone's balls get set on fire on that pay-per-view.
Someone has to loop that. Someone needs to create just that one soundbite and haunt Tom for the rest of his life with it. We start things off with the debut of the new and improved highlight reel hosted by Kevin Owens, and talks about how Jericho will never, ever be seen again because the only list Jericho is now on is the injured list. He is interrupted by AJ Styles, his opponent at Backlash. AJ's talking about how they don't have to wait till Sunday. They can fight right now. And then out comes Jinder because he's pissed because he was supposed to be the guest for Kevin Owens' highlight reel. That was his chance. Jericho never invited Jinder.
No.
So this was his big opportunity, and AJ ruined it. And then Jinder talks about this Sunday he's going to do exactly what he did last week to Randy Orton, which is pin him and then become champion. And this jumps right into AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal. But first off, did we enjoy the Owatron 6500?
Yes.
I like that Owens is keeping the continuity in trolling the audience that he put out Chris Jericho. I like that part of it. I like that they just haven't forgotten Chris Jericho into the ether of history just yet.
Yeah, it just keeps this like Jericho's gonna come back eventually,
Right.
and screw him over somehow. So it's just nice that they're kind of just setting the seeds, and we'll see what happens in a couple months from now.
Yeah, I'd like to see even more of Kevin Owens making it all his own. I'd like to see more stuff. I'd like him to acknowledge Fozzy, and maybe he's gonna start his own band. Like,
Come out with a scarf. Wear a scarf.
yeah, just all sorts of stuff. Just like slowly taking things over and making it better than Jericho ever could.
The Walls of Owen.
Mm-hmm.
The walls of
Walls of Owen would be good.
Steps on your back and grabs a leg.
He can do a lion salt, couldn't he?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
I would think he could.
yeah.
He could.
I don't know if I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to.
I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, exactly.
He can stand facing the ring on the second rope and jump and turn and do a moonsault off the top.
That's
Does that
true.
make
Yeah, so he
sense?
can definitely do a lion salt.
He did that in his tryout at WWE.
No, I think he's done it once or twice in like a big match too on WWE since he's been in WWE. AJ Styles versus Jinder. First time we've ever seen this match.
I think that's safe to say about any Jinder.
Any Jinder match recently?
Because if they
This is the
happen
first
on
time?
Superstars, we didn't see it.
I don't know if AJ Styles was on Superstars at any point.
I'm just saying though, for the rest of the roster, we go like first time we see Jinder versus this person.
Well, Kevin Owens was on commentary during the match as well. I honestly, I really enjoyed this match. I feel like Jinder's had a real big test the last few weeks. I felt like he's been progressing well. The crowd has been hating him more. We know AJ makes anybody look great.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he made Jinder, as tall as he is, AJ made Jinder look like a giant tonight. Just the way Jinder was, like, throwing him around. Made it look like, oh, he's almost kind of like super tall, super heavyweight style match. Almost similar, kind of similar to how he's been wrestling
Crash
Corbin.
Holly?
Not quite Crash Holly. Not quite.
Now there's a
Good
match
pull.
we haven't seen: Crash Holly versus Jinder Mahal.
We might not see that
We
one.
might not ever
I don't know,
see that.
Scott. I don't
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh no. 2K.
Hate to break this to you.
2K17 can work wonders.
Yeah, 2K18 cover, make it happen. Fantasy Warfare, come to life.
Crash Holly and Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think while we've watched Jinder learn how to do offensive moves these past 3 weeks, because really he never had to be put in that position on television. I think you bring up an interesting point in that he is so tall, but he's in that kind of in-between place where he's not exactly a big guy, but he's not exactly a small guy. And it looks like he hasn't picked which offensive moveset he wants to do quite yet. Does he want to do the moveset of a giant where you're doing choke slams and things of that nature? And against AJ, it's even more exacerbated because AJ is a smaller guy doing that stuff. I mean, I thought they worked okay together, but it's gonna be interesting to see him and Randy in the ring together.
Oh no, yeah, we were talking last week. That's easily the biggest match of his life. If he delivers, then he might stay around this main event picture. If he flounders,
Hold on, define deliver for Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
It wins.
Everything has been delivered. but-
Exactly,
shows up.
exactly. It's like he's.
I mean, with the amount of pressure, he's done great so far in these big matches he's had the last month. But to be main eventing a pay-per-view, I mean, when was the last time Jinder was even on a pay-per-view? And don't count the
WrestleMania?
Andre Battle Royal.
Yeah,
We
That was
that's-
pre-show. That was pre-show.
No, that's still it's still part of WrestleMania. If you buy the DVD, it's gonna be on there. It's not gonna be like, oh well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Royal
Well,
Rumble.
don't
Was he even
even
back then?
factor in. Sorry, Tom.
No, it's okay.
I had to cut you off. Don't even factor in Jinder. Just think of someone that caliber who was in a main event spot.
Right.
Like him. I'd say like R-Truth would be when R-Truth was doing his crazy run.
Capital punishment.
Yeah, and he was facing John Cena. That'd be like the closest I would say.
You mean Confederate soldier R-Truth
That was the
in
best.
Richmond?
It was the best. It was so funny.
Yeah, I mean, SmackDown's the land of opportunity. He's getting that opportunity, and he defeats AJ Styles tonight. One of the Singh brothers distracts the referee. Kevin Owens then hits AJ in the back of the leg with his title.
Was it Jimmy or Jay Singh? Which one?
Oh no, that's those are the other brothers.
I know what you're talking about. Twins. They changed their gimmick?
The Singh brothers actually
They're
are
not
twins.
Yeah, okay, guys. Sure, guys. Don't fool me.
Next, you're gonna say they're not real brothers.
Yeah, one Singish. Yeah, I got it.
Well, we got a name for Jinder's finishing move. We were wondering the last couple weeks.
I had a name.
What was yours again?
Jinder Jangle Jingle.
That's right. They didn't take it for some reason. I think it rolls off the tongue better.
I think it works great.
Yeah.
The
Instead, they
Gandhi
went
slang?
with Koloss,
Okay.
which is Punjab for finish.
On the
Really?
nose.
Yeah, that's what they said. It's Punjab for finish,
It's a little
so
on
it's
the
named
nose
Kalash.
for a name of a finishing move, don't you think?
And Jinder,
Lord.
but guys,
I'm gonna try to become a wrestler and have the go home. That's gonna be mine.
but the big story here is once again Jinder Mahal just pinned AJ Styles. Now he had some assistance from Kevin Owens, but still, record book show Jinder's got a victory over AJ Styles.
Yeah, former champion. I thought it was good. I liked the ending of this match. I thought it was a fun ending because I liked how Owens, targeted just his knee for AJ. I thought he was gonna maybe get in, kind of beat him up more, like break down the knee a little more. But I mean, he can do that on Sunday. At least he's like starting the seed of that, of like being like, okay, this is how this match is probably gonna go. So AJ can't do the.
Yeah, it was
the forearm,
interesting because he hit the right leg of AJ, which is typically in wrestling moves when they focus on the leg, they usually do the left. So be curious to see if AJ's knee is going to be like taped up or anything like that on Sunday, and then
he hit the right leg, then he could work the left leg on Sunday. So then he has no legs to stand on.
Yeah, I thought
So
Owens
he
was
breaks the walls down.
I thought Owens was remarkably good on commentary too, especially
Yes.
when he'd pay attention to the match, then he'd mumble something kind of like, "Oh, come on, go Jinder,
Yeah.
beat him, Jinder." I thought that was a nice little subtle touch that was really really entertaining for me.
and he's the United States of America champion. Just wants to make sure that we all aware of that. From there, we got another vignette for Lana, but this one was kind of like a mashup of the last several ones.
Made you think, oh, they're out of these, and she'll be showing up very soon, like next week.
Well, that made me think, oh, they're going to say next week, but they still said coming soon.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
6 months of that, we're getting 6 months of it, like the Emma thing on Raw, aren't we? Till she learns how to dance.
Yeah. Then 2 weeks later, she's gonna be back with Rusev.
Speaking of which, Rusev vowed last week to be here tonight.
Coming
that?
soon.
Well, apparently Rusev tweeted he had to go to the Nashville Predators game tonight
What?
That's
He
fair.
had to.
They let predators loose?
in Nashville.
What? Oh, this must be some sort of alien Coventry sort of.
Yeah, even worse, hockey.
Oh no, on the ice.
Yeah,
That's dangerous.
because Rusev lives in Nashville. Apparently, he's a huge Predators fan and went to their.
Oh yeah, they have season tickets, I think.
Predators are
It makes
Western.
it easier for them to get their prey.
It's weird. It's weird to think. It's weird to think Nashville is considered Western Conference, but I guess it is Western Conference.
All right,
hockey.
don't go
Oh,
that
yeah,
far.
yeah,
I'm sorry,
come
I'm
on.
a sports guy. I got.
Come on, let's
sorry.
talk about real sports, wrestling.
that's
here.
right.
Get back to this.
Let's talk about real sports because it's time for the fashion files.
Oh, yeah.
And as I have the last several weeks, I wrote everything that was pretty much said and shown down because these are just utterly brilliant. We start with a Backlash poster with posters on it that say spandex and no style because it's of Nakamura. Picture of American Alpha called Fashion Beta. They have a photo of just one of the whichever Uso it is that has the braces, and they had to post it that said bad teeth on it. The best, though, was the photo of Tony Chimmel, who was absolute worse.
Agreed.
Yes.
All of a sudden, Tyler Breeze shows up in disguise as a janitor. Fandango was like, oh, what happened to this guy? Why is he in my office? And Breeze, no, it's me! Couldn't tell because he's master of disguise. He has different evidence. Baron Corbin, because he only has 3 shirts, which we have talked about repeatedly on this show.
You had always said it was like 1 or 2.
Well,
They
he's,
uncovered that it was 3.
well, the one he's been wearing now is the 3rd, but they all have wolves on them.
That's not a wolf. The one they wore tonight.
Wasn't it have like
He
the
never
skull of
wears
the
his
wolf?
own gear.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. He doesn't wear his own shirts.
That's how cool he is.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, he doesn't even care.
He's a lone
Don't even
wolf.
buy his shirts.
He's a
All 3
rebel.
of them.
No, and if you're not gonna buy
Wait till
Baron
they're on
Corbin shirt,
sale.
you can buy my shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/.
Do they have wolves on them?
You need a shirt with
No.
wolves.
Yeah.
Rosen wolves.
Oh, there you go.
The Rosen Wolves?
Yeah.
All right. Chat roll. Let me know what you think of that. I don't know what to think of that. He has Sami Zayn's drawers, which are the same color as his credenza, and a day 1-ish, because they don't know what it means.
No, he said day
Day
one
one is
is
H.
H.
is H.
Yes.
I'm just reading
Wait,
what
let's
I
not
wrote.
see what you have written.
Day
there.
one
Day
ish.
one-ish.
Day one-ish is what I wrote.
That your computer didn't autocorrect?
No, surprisingly, my computer did not autocorrect ish.
It just gave up on
Part of
you.
the lingo.
Tyler Breeze mentions how the Usos are good, they're scary, and their hair is so well conditioned and luscious. Oh, we don't stand a chance. Urinal cakes. And Fandango calms him down, reminds him that he's the prettiest of all the princes. And at Backlash, they'll be wearing the tag team titles. And finally, our day one will be H. And then they do a freeze frame.
This one was way better.
This was the best one of the
Yeah.
three. I think this was the best of the three.
The
First one.
The first one was great because it was so unexpected.
Yeah.
The second week, I felt like they
Tried too hard for me.
yeah, and I don't put that on Breezango. I feel like that was whoever else was putting it together.
Yeah.
Like really shoved the comedy down our throats and had stuff that just didn't make sense. This one was just back to form.
Yeah, no, the second week it was trying to build to finding the ascension in the room, and it was all built around that joke. This one felt a lot more natural. It looked like they were taking liberties with each other a little bit in doing the script as well, which was a lot of fun. Like just Fandango putting his finger on Breeze's lips
you're
and
so-
him not corpsing.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I was like, good on you, because yeah, and the is H. They slipped those in there, and then you realize about 20 minutes later they said is H as opposed to ish. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and no, this one was pretty darn great. I don't know what it does to build them up as tag team contenders necessarily in the sports build one, but it makes them much more fun characters.
They're getting a lot more cheers than American Alpha now.
Oh yeah, well,
Who?
There was that tag team that was in NXT that like
that were good.
they're like
Yeah,
Oh,
they were
the
like
Ascension.
Benjamin and Haas.
The Ascension.
No,
They wear face paint.
no,
Oh.
They play in the paint.
no.
Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yes.
They're on Raw? Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
All right.
Good for them.
I thought it was fun. I thought that, I agree with you guys. I think this was back to form of what they were doing, and yeah, him putting his finger on his mouth. That part, I just laughed so hard. Shh, shh.
I also want to like, what's happening right
Yeah,
now?
I don't know. I'm excited for this match. I think, and even like we'll talk about it later, but the Uso promo, it got me excited for this match. I'm excited to actually see. I think it'll be a good match. I think.
As stacked as this pay-per-view is, I really think this match will steal the show because they're expecting it to be good, but people aren't aware. If you give Breeze and Fandango time,
yeah.
they can go.
Yeah.
There's always that return. Oh, if they do it right, if they let those two like have double team moves and really work with the Usos as opposed to just going to the different signature spots, it could be a great match.
Yeah.
Not just a very good match. It could be a great match because those two are underappreciated in the ring to me, and the Usos in this phase are just fantastic. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope that the Usos and Breezango play out some comedy segments within the match. Like I feel like that is something that rarely happens. We've seen Breezango do it when they were fighting John Cena, like all the stuff pre-match. Like, have those moments in there because that'll make it unique to everything else. That if we get some laughs out of that match, well, I don't think we're going to be laughing a lot during Orton and Jinder.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You want to get pushed? Dress up like Nikki Bella, because that's what did it.
Is that how you got this show?
Yep.
I really liked the Usos promo here tonight.
He was
as
until
well.
Yes.
before.
Yeah, we'll get to the promo in a moment. First, we had a Randy Orton backstage promo with
What do
Renee.
you think of that new hoodie, huh?
Was that new? He's had that hoodie for a while now.
It's got green lettering, man.
He's had that for like at least a few months now.
Okay.
I'd have to see it again.
No. We're
He loves
we're
his
not there
hoodies,
yet.
though, so.
Don't worry. Oh, we will get there.
Okay.
But not yet. Don't play the music yet, Jimbo. He's asked about Jinder, and he talks about how Jinder thinks the American people don't respect him because of what he looks like and sounds like and what he stands for. But it's like the truth is, people don't like him because he's a ... dive. I mean, ass. I thought he was gonna say dive. He should have said dive.
He should have said anything else than what those writers wrote for Dean Ambrose previously that now write for Randy Orton.
Just mark it out.
This is not a champion. Like, this is not the guy that is so compelling and so entertaining and amazing. Like, it's just a flipping like, oh, he's an ass. That's it. Like that's the contender out of nowhere that's coming up against you, and that's it. Come on, it's got to be more than this.
Yeah, you have Randy who is phoning it in for the most part in terms of, and he doesn't seem very compelled by this program either. And you have a rags to riches 1 in a million shot for a heel by name. So there's a lot that's wrong with this. I mean, and they're thinking that this is making a new star in India out of Jinder. I'm not so certain of that, especially you have your heel quoting Gandhi, which is another interesting twist from today.
True. But yeah, I find it like, why didn't Randy Orton talk about, oh, you screwed me in the House of Horrors match, you cheated to pin me last week. Like, okay, I'm good. No, he's an ass.
Yeah, you had stuff in there to play with.
Yeah.
You could have played with Jinder's past in 3MB and saying, what a fool he felt right there.
Like, he goes from a drummer to #1 contender.
Yeah. Goes from taking shots from little people to...
I believe he played air sitar, sir.
Was it air sitar?
I thought he was the drummer.
I thought he was a drummer.
He was the funny one.
He was the funny one.
Yeah, this was not a. I don't know. This promo made me really want Jinder to win even more than I wanted to before it.
Because it'd be interesting at least.
Yeah. Like I don't. Randy Orton's just not compelling enough for me to want to watch SmackDown every week as him being champion.
As he drawls through another promo where he's just
like give him you might as well just give him the U.S. title if you really want a belt, and give Kevin Owens or Styles the main belt, because I almost feel like the U.S. title is a higher ranking title on this show than the world title, as far as match wise goes.
I mean, people can make the argument of it because obviously you got two guys so high on the card in AJ and Owens. I mean, a lot of wrestling fans probably won't be angry if they made that the main event of the show, but they shouldn't.
No, I don't want them to do that. I mean, I think Jinder should get his fair shot. And
I can see AJ and Owens opening the show.
Yeah.
And just going for like a half hour. Anywho, Breezango versus the Colognes. Because, hey, remember when they were pushing the Colognes for like 2 weeks?
Yeah, they'll do it in another 2 weeks.
All right. Pretty good match between them. Falcon Arrow for the win. Kind of surprising that it was just a solo single move. And I don't remember the last time Fandango has pinned someone with the Falcon. Well, he pinned someone with Falcon Arrow a couple weeks ago, but that was after a supermodel kick. So this was just a Falcon Arrow. They get the win, and then out come the Usos, and they had an awesome promo last week, and this one might have been even better. They talk about how, we want to be funny, so we're going to do good guys and bad guys, or cowboys and Indians, or cops and robbers, or cops and inmates. No, let's flip the script. This is the Uso Penitentiary. We're taking you to trial. We have the right to remain vicious. Anything you say can and will leave you in stitches. We have a right to put your ass in a gurney. If you can't afford a gurney, one will not be provided for you. And they remind us that it's not paranoia with all the goosebumps and the hair sticking up. It's the Usos.
How much is a gurney?
I think it's pretty expensive.
Should I Google it? You want me to Google it for you?
Yeah.
All right.
I think what really makes the Usos compelling is this is as close in sports entertainment or the current corporate WWE that you get to having actual menace. I think there's something about people going to see wrestling still, that they still want to see a fight at its very core. And that the Usos, this is the kind of promo where it's like, we're going to come down there, we're going to kick your butt. And we're going to hurt you. And you don't hear that much in promos anymore, that I'm going to try and hurt you during this match.
I'm going to kick your leg
Out of your leg.
By the way, Scott, just looking at a few different gurneys, they're ranging now from just under $400 to over $4,500.
I can afford a gurney. I mean, not a great gurney, but I can afford
like a middle row one.
A used gurney.
Yeah.
Like you can go like a $1,500 gurney or so.
Sure.
Would Rey Mysterio got strapped to and smacked by Brock Lesnar on the pole be considered a gurney?
Big Show.
That
was Big Show, Jimbo.
Oh, I'm getting
that's a backboard.
Zach Gowen and Rey Mysterio.
No, it's what Roman was pushed by Braun down that
okay.
ramp.
Understood.
Either way, they got tons of used gurneys that they cannot sell at $4,500. I can get a used gurney.
All right.
Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
Get you one by Saturday.
So Breezango, just so you know, Scott Narver's got you covered.
That's right. You're covered, guys.
Yeah, this was their best promo though. I think to date, the Usos. Like this was
Their promos have been
so
getting
good.
so much better.
Yeah, and I think, now I want to get. I think it's Jay. Jay normally doesn't talk as much as Jimmy, and I thought Jay did really well in this promo.
Well, they're really kind of pretty much keeping it about 50-50 now. The last several weeks at least.
But I think since they've started, like overall, like Jay has not talked as much as Jimmy. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
it looks like they're giving him free reign as well. They're not scripting him with like 5-syllable words that nobody uses in real vernacular.
What do you mean, like ass?
Well, they have the advantage
Decimate.
of they know each other so well. They have such great rhythm together
Yeah.
that there are no lulls between them. That the second that one stops, the other one jumps in, and it's terrifying. Like it reminds you of bullies in high school. That if there's two of them coming up and they just know each other so well, they just keep talking at you.
It's like the old Tomax and Zaymot from G.I. Joe, the twins that would finish each other's sentence.
The scars and the
Yeah.
From there we got the women's contract signing. Shane is moderating it. I felt like there was an indie wrestling show moment in this because we had 6 women, Shane McMahon, James Ellsworth, and 3 microphones. Like every segment, everyone gets a microphone. Everyone gets a microphone, except this one apparently, which I'm not against. I just found it very interesting.
Well, you don't want to hear Ellsworth just breathing and like near it when he's not saying any lines.
Well, if you're not talking, you don't have to have the mic this close to your
but Ellsworth
and just
is
be
great.
like that'd be
That was weird.
that'd be a
That's
little
kind of
weird.
hot.
See,
See, that's why I brought Jeff here.
Yeah.
Right there. The only reason.
and
You can
above
go
the
now.
table, gentlemen.
My hands are up here.
All right.
Mine aren't.
Anywho, first comes out the welcoming committee, and then Jimbo, if you could cue the music, because this Christian's Closet segment this week has to do with the fact that Naomi debuted a new shirt. She's got a new shirt. You are feeling the glow. It is pink. It glows in the dark. It was badass. It suits her well.
Do you have any rose shirts that glow in the dark?
With wolves?
The
Chat
wolf
roll.
outline
What do you
glows in the dark.
I need some glowing wolves on a shirt.
I should get one where like roses like glow in the dark on it.
Yeah.
That would be badass.
For your fabulous entrance.
I do need something that lights up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Have
well, I
these
got
dull
my
roses.
well, I got my rose shirt that has my name on the back of it. It's not this one. It's another one.
Glow in the dark.
It doesn't glow in the dark. though.
Need one that glows in the dark?
Yeah, you could probably like
That's
spray
my
paint
next
it or something. You know, make it easier.
That'd probably be cheaper. We'll see on that. But yeah, no, I love the new T-shirt. Buy her T-shirt because she's badass, and that shirt was awesome. So do that because WWE Shop needs the money. So Natalia talks about how we keep beating you every week, and we'll beat you this Sunday. And Carmella and Tamina don't speak; they just sign the paperwork because they don't have a microphone. And then now the other side, they pass the microphone around. They share.
Mm-hmm.
Becky talks about how she can't wait to slap all of them on Sunday. Naomi calls their team Royal Glow Fire, and they will all snatch them bald. Why is Naomi's obsession with hair lately? Every promo, she's talking about snatching people bald.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
She's yet to do it.
It's
Well,
Poon's
you know,
job for
look
stealing
how much hair they all have. You pull out one extension, there's like 50 more probably in there.
I'm just happy Natty didn't remind us she was a heart. Because this might have been her first promo where she didn't remind
Well,
us.
she
was
did
part
tell
of
us they're the
Heart.
best there is, the best there was, and best there
Oh,
ever
that's
will be.
true. Okay.
So, sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Charlotte says this Sunday she's bringing everything to the table because in Chicago, we will solve our problem or something like that.
She said it that confused, right?
I was confused. I was confused with it.
We're gonna.
Why am I saying this
but
bad scripted promo right now?
But then after they beat them, then she's coming for her title. The queen is coming for her crown. And then James Ellsworth gets on the microphone.
National treasure.
Big
Yeah.
hog.
James Ellsworth.
Big hog. And he respectfully and politely turns down all 3 of their advances. Because Becky, you saw Becky, Charlotte, Naomi. They were just busy staring at Ellsworth that whole time.
It's good.
Yeah.
You got to let that be known in the workplace.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it can get way out of hand.
Right.
WWE
Just got to be
HR
direct
can't
and
handle
up front
it.
with it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm proud to be the prince to the princess of Staten Island. And you guys can tell me, as Vince McMahon says, Becky, there's no chance in hell I'd be with you. Duh.
That's why Nikki Bella put it in her song. You can look, but you can't touch.
Yeah, you can't make weird phone calls and talk about falafel.
I do like that Ellsworth, in his head at least, had a deal with Shane McMahon that they had gone over prior to this whole thing.
Yes.
And he's kind of referring to as if he has this grand plan in his head that he's already gone over, but nobody else knows about it, and he's just kind of talking out of his butt. Oh, don't worry, Shane, we're good. It's like we never had this conversation backstage at any time.
No.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna ask for a match, like of his own. Like that's what I thought he was kind of like leading up
He
to.
hasn't
at
wrestled
first.
a match in God knows how
I know,
long.
yeah. That's
the
what I thought.
Rumble? Was that the
Yeah.
last time he was doing something?
Sure, he could be the special guest referee, you know,
I'm cool with that.
to help officiate this and call it down the middle.
He would call it down the middle. Because now there's no lovers quarrel or or hexagon because there's so many of them.
Sure.
Natalya slams Naomi's face into the table, and this results in a match between Naomi and Carmella.
No, Carmella.
Carmella slammed.
I thought it was Natalya.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was confused. I'm like, why does Carmella get the match if Natalya slammed her face? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm stupid. Then we have Naomi versus Carmella.
That one on a loop.
Yeah.
Just
loop.
loop that
Loop it.
one
Yeah.
over and over.
I've said that many
Should be
times
your
on this
ringtone.
show. Naomi versus Carmella. I thought these two had a very good match. They gave it time. They gave us like around 15 minutes.
We had to throw everybody out, so.
You're right. Ellsworth got thrown out, and then the ref eventually threw out Tamina and Natalya. Then they charge after Charlotte and Naomi. They all start brawling on the outside. Naomi helps them by kicking Tamina, and
Which
in
that
doing
looked,
so, the kick looked great. But
Tamina
then in
was
doing
not
so,
expecting that.
she was not paying attention to her opponent. Carmella rolls her up, and for the second time in the last 3 or 4 weeks, Carmella pins the champ.
Money in the Bank. She's demanding a title match.
Well, right now, it makes sense.
She doesn't even have to show up at the show. She can be like Rusev.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Just
do
have
like
Ellsworth do it for her.
I do like Carmella's screeching and stalling gimmick. I think that's a lot of fun for a heel of that level to be playing right now.
Yes. No, I'm liking Carmella these last couple months. I feel like she stepped her game up in the ring a lot more too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's definitely stepped it up, and it was a really fun match tonight. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the ending. I wish it would have been, like Naomi was distracted. I wish she would have like hit her with a super kick or something to kind of, instead of doing a roll up. I feel like they do that a lot. So it's like another roll up to end a match. Like, and then I don't like that once it happened. Like Naomi just, obviously you're gonna get up right away because it's like a roll. It's supposed to be quick, but it's like she just got up and was like nothing happened. You're like, okay, you couldn't kick out, but you were able to jump up super fast after.
These are not the most focused athletes in the world.
And as far as the promo, I wish Natalya would have kind of said more, have been like, Shane, we all come out here as one unit, and yet you individually bring all of
That's
these
a good
girls
point.
out one at a time and talk about how great they are. Like, come on, how one-sided are you on this situation, Shane? Like, you obviously like these three, and you don't care for us. Like, why? I don't know. Make it more of a, them going against management of like butting heads with Shane.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
You'd think after all these years they'd figure out that these contract signings never go according to plan.
They don't?
No.
Huh.
This
I
was
never put it all
exactly his
together.
plan.
Another vignette for the New Day. Waiting for them for their arrival.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Lots of things.
Man.
But as stacked as SmackDown is, we have a lot of things that are coming soon.
Sure.
So it'll be interesting once all these things that are coming soon are here.
And what? It's going away soon.
Ziggler's backstage. He wanted to try to figure out why everyone thought Nakamura was so great. He's going to show everyone the remarkable things that Nakamura has done in the WWE. And it's a big screen that says footage not found. Then we get a video package of what Ziggler's done. All the stuff that we've known about. And
All the
just
different haircuts.
different haircuts.
Colors.
Mm-hmm.
All the times he won and then immediately lost the Intercontinental title. And
How many times did he win and lose it automatically?
well, no, he won it 5 times, but he didn't really have long reigns. I don't think with any of them.
Yeah, I guess
Like-
not. Yeah.
No, like 3-month reigns or anything like. They're all probably within 30 or 40 days.
No shots of him doing open mics though in LA.
No,
So, yeah.
no Del closed fist
Shows
footage.
don't look wrong, I guess. So.
No countdown footage.
No, no countdown. But no, what was it? WWE The List, or what was the List one?
They still have that. on
I
the
know,
network.
but what was it called? What was it
I
called?
think it's the
Countdown.
The List.
No, there was Countdown, and then there was another one called like The List.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
List, yeah.
Which then Jericho stole. He's gonna say he invented it, but apparently the network thought of it first.
No,
Ooh.
he invented the list. Fake news. Come on.
Well, we kind of surprised that.
Alternate
Failing
facts
Dolph
there.
Ziggler. Sad.
Were we kind of surprised that for the go home before the pay per view, or one of the big matches they've been promoting is Ziggler and Nakamura? There's no Nakamura at all, and Ziggler just did something from backstage.
Nakamura's on the poster.
Right.
He doesn't even need to be there. He's that.
It's all about
intriguing.
the anticipation of seeing Nakamura. If you see him in the build, you're going to have less anticipation.
That was deep.
I know. This is the most Dolph Ziggler promo ever. It was. It wasn't really, it's I deserve this. He's still whining. He's still doing this whining character about how much he deserves, except now he's a heel. I'm looking forward to the match, though. The match
Match is gonna be great.
is going to be great.
Yeah.
'Cause
See,
they actually did that as a dark match for Mania at the SmackDown tapings that night.
They've been doing a lot, like for the last few weeks. They did in London too.
Yeah.
So I mean, they've been testing it out. I'm sure every time.
They
It's
got to
been
figure
good.
out how to kick each other.
Well, because
Nakamura's never done it before.
Because he's so new.
Yeah.
They don't know what to expect.
Ziggler just doesn't have a subscription to the network. So.
Let's see what this kid can do.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually pretty good. I was surprised. This build has not been up to what I wanted it to be, but I thought it was a decent. I liked seeing the highlight video of Ziggler and being like, oh yeah, you did do a lot.
It
of
fit the
things.
character.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought it was a good way if they weren't going to have them in the ring or interact again. It was a good way to remind everyone that I have done a lot of things here, and here's actually more footage of him not having to speak over it and be like, oh, I've done this, I've done that. Here's proof.
Sami Zayn backstage announces officially that he has a match at Backlash with Baron Corbin.
But he has no boxers now. They got
Well,
stolen.
that's why they only showed him from like the chest up.
Okay.
Oh, he has a Randy Orton thing where he doesn't wear pants.
Well,
Pantsless promos.
well, Tyler Breeze found his drawers and evidence. Corbin attacked him from behind, and Corbin told him that he should learn how to stay down. Otherwise, this Sunday I'll put you down.
I think that's
like
a
murder.
threat of murder.
That was murder. So Randy Orton commits arson, and he is a WWE champion.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin just threatened to murder someone, and he gets a match in a pay-per-view.
Or he'll put
And
him
main
down-
event SmackDown.
He'll put him down humanely, like an animal.
Which I don't think is a whole
That's
lot
a match.
better.
Put you down match.
I just don't think annoying Sami Zayn is a great character choice for him.
Nah.
I mean, how dare we have a good guy that everybody roots for? Nah, that's annoying. That kind of thing's annoying. A guy who never takes shortcuts and kids can look up to. Screw that guy. He's an annoyance.
Main event: Baron Corbin versus Randy Orton. Solid match between them. I was really surprised that Randy Orton had an RKO and pinned Corbin clean.
You're surprised by that?
I was surprised that there wasn't interference because all of a sudden Corbin looks weak heading into the pay-per-view now.
But Orton looks super, super strong. You're surprised by that?
Yeah, I'm surprised they would push one down.
That's not the WWE champion named Randy Orton?
Right, which is why I wasn't expecting Corbin to pin Orton clean.
No.
I was expecting like Jinder interference, just cause a DQ, or maybe Zayn runs out and it's like just giant no contest or
Well,
something.
I can see his point. I mean, especially if you're looking at Corbin possibly being a champion later in the year. But also, does Orton need to be built back up as a violent threat, given that he survived a refrigerator being dropped on him? I mean, we already know he has superhuman strength.
Yes.
We don't need to reestablish his championship credibility after walking through a refrigerator to win back the title. I was a bit surprised, too. I thought they were just going to do a beatdown and then eventually he'd just leave. while Jinder and company beat him down. But you know, I don't mind him getting beat because he's gonna kill Sami Zayn and he's gonna get rebuilt.
Yeah, I don't see it as Corbin losing anything really, because he lost to the WWE champion.
Right.
He got bested by the WWE champion.
Right.
Like, that's never really that bad, you know. It's
Right.
That's why he's the WWE champion.
And it was a good match too. It
That was
wasn't.
a
It
good
wasn't
match.
like Orton beat him in like 3 seconds. It was a fun match.
Yeah.
I thought here was where we were gonna get Rusev come out and destroy both of them.
That could have been good,
That's
too.
what I thought. That's what I thought this was gonna end with him. You know, being like, okay, I destroyed your champion. I destroyed Corbin, who wants to be number one contender. I should be the next number one contender.
I was hoping for Orton to dive on someone.
He's not fond of that.
I know.
We have Sunday for that.
Oh, that's true. Moonsault by Randy. That's what I was
Imagine if
saying.
he did it a la Scotty Too Hottie the Worm. Just D-I-V-E. Dive!
It just hops on one foot around the ring first and then runs.
Or like as he's climbing to the top rope. Oh man, some indie guy needs to get on that shit now.
I love how everyone forgot that when Orton started, he had like the prettiest flying cross body.
And the
Everyone
prettiest
forgot
drop
it.
kick too.
Everyone.
I mean,
Back when he used the overdrive as a finisher,
yes.
terrible.
Come on, he was trolling us with that headlock to leg scissors exchange to begin that match. I mean, there's no way that wasn't just to say screw you to everybody.
Jinder and the Singh brothers attacked Orton from behind after the match. They stand tall again as SmackDown went off the air. So several weeks where Jinder got the upper hand on Randy, but Orton just thinks he's an ass.
Yeah.
So with that said, we got to get into our predictions because
Oh.
Backlash is this Sunday.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
And real quick though, before we give our predictions, our buddies at WrestleRumble.com are at it again, and they're giving.
Someone tell them to stop.
No,
Stop.
they're
They're
no,
at it again.
no.
Call the
they're,
cops.
they're giving something good to our listeners.
Oh.
So they got to listen to this.
Cold sores?
No, that's not good.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad
don't
he
want
said
hot
it because I was thinking.
I don't know why you would ever consider cold soring good.
Because you don't want a hot sore. That's really painful.
You don't want a sore period.
That's true. Stop it, you guys. Stop giving out sores.
So I completely lost my train of thought now. So Wrestle Rumble at Wrestle Rumble, WrestleRumble.com. It's a great place where you can put your money where your mouth is as far as make predictions for the pay-per-views. They offer cash and tickets to WWE pay-per-views. Tickets to Money in the Bank have been on the line, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and cash money. And they want you guys to play if you're 21 and up. And this is what you're going to do. As of tomorrow, Wednesday, the picks will be up on WrestleRumble.com. When you're filling out your form, there's an area that says, how'd you hear about us? If you put Rosenberg in that and you submit for Backlash picks, you will get a free entry into Extreme Rules. So you get 2 picks for the price of 1 for 2 pay-per-views, so you get 2 chances to win money and tickets to WWE events for the price of 1 at WrestleRumble.com. Promo code Rosenberg in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Do that, you get a free entry.
Can you please spell out Rosenberg as the song of Carmella spells out fabulous?
Rosenberg.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
That was good. Yeah.
I mean, well, I think it's one more letter than fabulous. I have to count that now. That's a mistake. Anyway, let's get to our predictions.
One more singing from you.
No, we don't want that. Well, speaking of singing, Aiden English is on a pay-per-view. He is in the kickoff match against Ty Dillinger.
Cried his way there.
Will Dillinger win a 3rd match in a row against the other artiste that's not Nakamura?
Yes. Yes. Ty Dillinger's got this in the bag.
Dillinger.
And Aiden English sings about another number.
I
say
say
Dillinger.
no. I say English gets the win.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do they do? What else are they gonna do?
Nothing.
like, you all know I like Ty Dillinger, but what else? Like, he's gonna beat him again, and then like let's at least if we're gonna do something, let English get the win. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt Ty Dillinger.
Oh, Dillinger's winning, and English continues his mental breakdown to becoming the Phantom of SmackDown, probably.
I'll say this is going to be their longest match that they've had, but Dillinger's going to win. Jimbo, what do you think?
I don't know, man.
That's
Really?
Ellsworth breathing right there.
Well, like, I want to say I want English to win, but I have a feeling that this Phantom idea is where they're headed with this.
That is a solid.
That was
that
just
is-
a one-off joke about musical theater.
that's
no,
a
I-
solid.
Seriously,
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Like someone, I was watching videos online. I think Meltzer was talking about it, but it seems like he's gonna be the extreme, like an artist, like to the extreme. So every time he loses, it's gonna make him like so much more dramatic. Like everything he does is
Yeah.
gonna be over the top dramatic.
Is he gonna be in the
So,
rafters
Yeah,
with
I-
some white
I
face
definitely-
paint?
I definitely see that. I
Sting's
just think
gonna
they
get
a
him
didn't.
little
back
half
and shoo him out
mask.
of there.
Oh, yeah.
I would say they didn't bring Ty Dillinger up to make him lose, but they do that with a lot of NXT people. So I can't.
Like the
I'm on the
Vaudevillains?
fence. I'm gonna say nothing.
Okay, thanks for
Double-
that long,
double
detailed
DQ.
breakdown.
That was a double DQ.
A double
finish.
DQ, okay. This match got announced during Talking Smack tonight. Scott's wish came true. Luke Harper on the pay-per-view in a rematch against Eric Rowan. And Eric Rowan was the one who demanded the match, even though he just beat him last week.
Keep going for the wins. That makes sense.
Well, Harper's going to win this one.
Duh.
Yeah.
Jimbo? All
Yeah.
right.
I think they may end up being a team after this, too.
I think after he
that best
beats
of
him,
seven?
and they just start teaming up
Yeah,
again.
yeah. You know, brothers fight.
Best of two.
Best of two. Best of two.
6-woman tag match. Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky Lynch versus the Welcoming Committee. The Welcoming Committee's had the upper hand every week. So that's why Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky will win on Sunday.
No.
Oh God, you guys are on the road trip again. Married for 30 years.
Come on. The Welcoming Committee needs to win this match.
Is that really their name?
I don't
That's
know.
what
they've
they
been
call
calling
themselves. The
They need a
Welcoming
better
Committee.
name, yeah.
That's
There's a
awful.
worse alternative, but I'm not going to say it.
They were
now.
like, "Hey, we googled this one. It's safe."
I don't know if it is, though, is it?
It's safer.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, they got a name. They're a faction. They're gonna win.
All right.
I'm with Scott.
Jeff?
I'm thinking they win, but it'll be because one of the either Becky or Charlotte turn.
Okay.
Really? Interesting.
Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. I think this one we might be all in agreement that Baron Corbin's going to win this one.
Nope.
Wow.
What is with you and your
Contrarian
picks?
today.
I hope you submit on WrestleRumble.com
Me too.
because that's
Lord.
easy money right there.
I know.
You're
No.
saying Zayn's winning?
I think he could have a chance at winning.
Like banana peel finish, like he just pulls one out.
No, I mean, no, because Corbin has gotten the upper hand on him the last couple, when he beat him up on Talking Smack. Like, it's the same thing with Aiden English. Like, what are they doing with Sami Zayn besides being an annoying guy? Like, at least give him a shot. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going Zayn too.
See, the guy convinced him. I should just give him a shot. He's like, yeah, sure.
All right. Jeff?
If it's the beginning of a feud, I could see him winning, but I just think Corbin's going to destroy him.
Yeah. Jimbo?
I think we get a Diesel Bret Hart style. Sami Zayn gets his ass beat the entire match, and then Baron goes to pick him up for a finish, and he gets rolled up.
Small package for the win. Tag team titles. Usos defending against Breezango. As much as I think it would be entertaining if Breezango won this, there's no way the Usos are dropping the titles.
No.
Usos retain.
I say Breezango.
Yep. Upset of the night, and the tag team titles get a makeover.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Definitely agree
But
with
then we
that.
just got
You
new tag
know-
team titles.
Oh
I mean,
no!
It's not gonna stay.
Yeah,
Is that going to convince you to change
That's
it?
almost convinced me to change it. Because that's something that they'd be sitting in the writer's room and they go, you know what? We could make the belts fashion
Yeah.
type things. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's put the belts
Some
on. it.
merch.
There's gonna be fur all around the belts.
Oh.
They could have little selfies, phones on the outside
Yeah.
of it.
They
and
could
then
have
they'll film the show.
they could have little wolves that glow in the dark on them too.
The,
That'd
the
be
little,
great.
the little side plates. Oh, I don't know if the tag titles don't have the side plate
They
things.
can add them
Yeah,
on.
come
Well,
on.
they add them and they're
They
just,
could accessorize. They
well,
could be dazzled.
I was going to say they'll just be mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't pull the trigger though. I think the Usos because they're gonna save them for the New Day. I think.
Jimbo?
Boo.
Yeah, I know. I'm uncreative.
I got Breezango all the way for this.
You got Breezango?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe Breezango got the majority of that here. Ziggler versus Nakamura. Tom, if you say Ziggler's winning this
Oh,
match.
Ziggler's definitely winning this match.
Should we all just say Nakamura at once in this one?
No.
I think Ziggler is gonna win through the skin of his teeth.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I have a weird feeling that Ziggler's gonna win this match. Like, either they're
What the hell is going on
he's
right
gonna
now?
win by DQ or something. Like he's gonna win. I don't know. I know they're building up Nakamura, but I could see them just being like, nah, we're gonna make you lose the first match.
He's just all underdogs today, I think.
Yeah.
They need to build these guys up to SummerSlam. Yeah.
I was thinking too. I thought that Ziggler would win via DQ. Like he would get Nakamura
To start the
so
feud?
mad or something, and then he loses, and that's more fuel for the fire for Ziggler to go. See, he's done nothing.
This feud must continue.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's.
Ow!
I am putting my money where my mouth is. There, I will be there in Chicago for the show.
You will
Yeah,
be
you
in
will be.
Chicago.
Mhm.
Oh.
So everyone can yell at me like, "You're wrong about that one too, buddy."
Oh no! I need breakdowns of how the crowd responds to like Breezango and Nakamura and all, because Chicago crowd, they're just gonna go nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they won't mic the crowd, so that'll be tough for you to watch from at home.
Yeah, I won't know.
Yeah.
I won't know what it'll sound silent.
You're a closed caption kind of guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to read.
You'll hear the
The
CM
match.
Punk chant during the women's match, though.
That's terrible.
I don't know who that is.
Jimbo.
They just keep
Did you
yelling
say
this dude's
Ziggler
name.
also?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bizarro.
This is-
Um,
I
this
know,
is just
this is a
bizarre.
U.S. title match. Kevin Owens defending against AJ Styles.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Owens.
AJ by DQ. So they can continue this.
Are
Okay.
you serious?
I can't believe it.
Well, you know,
Well played.
AJ's the underdog. I feel like he's a young up-and-comer. He deserves his chance.
They're really building something
Yeah.
to him.
Finally, WWE Championship. Jinder Mahal. That's right. Jinder Mahal main event versus Randy Orton. Jinder stood tall every week for the last month. If Orton stood tall tonight, I would still be thinking that Jinder would have pulled it out and won. But because Jinder's just been dominant every single week, that's a recipe for a loss at a pay-per-view. Orton retains.
I bet there's no evidence to back that up. I bet like all of those are just, you've watched every single one. It's like, oh, they stood tall at the end, or they stood tall the whole entire time. Like it's like 50-50 across the board.
Here's the one where I can be convinced that they'd make the interesting choice just for a short Jinder reign, but I don't think they
I
did.
want a short Jinder.
Yeah.
I want Jinder to win.
Me too.
I
Like,
want that
he's
to
my
be one of
prediction.
his moves.
You
the
want a
short
Jinder
reign.
jangle jingle?
I want a Jinder jangle jingle for the win.
Oh, lube that too.
Jimbo, what did you say?
I say that Jinder wins, but it's like, but still, your champion, Randy Orton.
So this feud's gonna continue.
Yeah.
No, well, no, I could see that happening, and then as Randy Orton is celebrating, that's when Rusev comes in and attacks him after the match, and that's how it ends with Rusev standing tall at the end of the paper.
That's also a possibility.
'Cause he wants
Unless
that
the
to-
Predators are playing that game that day. I mean, I don't know if they have a playoff game on Sunday.
No,
Scott, you have no idea.
neither do you apparently.
I'm sorry.
We could be 50-50 right
You know
on
what?
this one too. You got
You
no
know what? We
evidence
got
to
like a
back it up.
minute left. I'm hopping on ESPN
You're-
right now, looking up the
Yes.
NHL
That's not a real
schedule.
site.
I
That's a fake
I
site.
like Rusev being involved in this because he has history with both guys.
Think maybe a triple threat at the next pay per view,
Could be, yeah.
right? I mean,
So
if,
that's,
if Jinder gets DQ'd or some kind
why is
of
it not letting me
weird
go
finish,
farther?
Because you typed in a fake site. It's not real.
No, it's why is it not
Fake
letting me go past the
news.
17?
Sad.
Or I think Orton wins
I
this
like
one, but
this triple threat idea
Mm.
at the next pay-per-view. And then what if Rusev and Jinder just team up and beat the crap out of Orton?
Uh-oh. No.
then it comes down to them too.
Oh, that's the 20th. I'm
And
sorry,
Rusev wins.
21st.
And they do the finger poke of doom?
Okay.
The next night,
All right, guys,
so
the
Jinder gets
21st.
the
The
belt from
Predators
Rusev.
are off the 21st, so
Okay,
Rusev
good.
can be there.
What did I tell you?
Rusev can be there.
What did I tell you? Listen to me.
For your up to speed NHL playoff knowledge,
Yeah.
you go to Scott Narver.
Yeah, stuff's fixed. Just so you know.
Well, we're curious to find out what you guys think is going to happen at Backlash. It's a stacked card. It's going to be a fun show in Chicago. Scott's going to be there. Find him. Say hi to him even. And you can talk to us on various forms of social media. Scott Narver, how can people reach out to you?
You can reach out to me on social media at Scott Narver. You can check out youtube.com/onyourmarkshow. This week, Christy Hemme is in the backyard with an all-new shoot interview. You're going to want to check that out. And also, Fox Sports presents Wrestling Compadre Slamcast. This week, we have a special bonus episode for NXT with DIY and Bobby Roode is on. And then last week, check out Jeff Jarrett in studio and listen to him bring up the idea of me being a special guest referee in the Scott Steiner match. Could it be true?
I fear for your life if it is.
Hey,
He's
what
only the
better
ref.
way to go?
That's a fair point. Tom Connolly.
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TomTheCom.
Hey, Jimbo, plug yourself.
Follow me on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth. Check out Xpac 12360 tomorrow. We have Sean Stasiak as our guest.
Meat.
Nice.
Meat will be the guest. Or Sean Stasiak. I don't know how he prefers
Planet
to call himself.
Stasiak.
Planet Stasiak.
He goes by Dr. Sean Stasiak.
Excuse
now.
me.
Yeah.
Jeff Hawkins, it was so good having you here. Thank you for doing the show.
Thank you.
Hope we didn't scare you too much.
Nope.
I mean, Tom did with his predictions. But, plug away. What do you got to promote?
You
and
can
your
follow
Twitter and all that.
Oh, you can follow me at CrapGame13. You can follow the shows I do at Fightful Wrestle and at Shake Them Ropes.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Rosenberg, Instagram, Rosenberg, t-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Again, WrestleRumble.com at WrestleRumble. If you want to submit promo code Rosenberg for your chance to play 2 pay-per-views for the price of 1. For our other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in. For Jim on the booth, Scott Narver, Tom Connolly, and Jeff Hawkins, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.